Welcome back. We've gone through all the source material from the Go Home show before. Welcome to my nightmare. Loads of notes, research articles.
Yeah, quite a bit happened on that show.
Definitely. And our mission now is really to boil it all down for you. Cut through the noise, find the absolute core stuff, the surprises, the key insights.
Exactly. Think of it as the essential intelligence brief. We're looking at why these results matter, what they actually set up, based on everything you gave us.
Okay, let's get into it then. Because there were some big moments, some real shakeups. Title pictures changing, new rivalries. We'll walk you through the main takeaways.
Sounds good. Where should we start?
Let's start with Merz Frazier. He had a big match against Fingers.
Right. And Fingers, I mean, the sources make it clear he's just covered in gold right now. Only heels champion, tag team champion.
And people are talking about him for Rookie of the Year, apparently.
Yeah, he's got major buzz. So for Merz, this match felt like, well, a big test.
Because the commentary, the analysis, and the sources, they keep asking that question. Can Merz do it on his own?
Exactly. His success always came with Johnny Armani, that decorated tag team. Can he be a top singles guy? That was the question hanging over this match.
And, well, this test. It didn't go his way. Merz lost. Tough one.
But the way he lost is what's really getting talked about. The finish was, controversial.
Yeah, Fingers apparently won by shoving fingers in Merz's mouth. That's what the reports say.
Which, yeah, Buzzo Butcher on commentary was furious, called it dirty, thought it should have been a DQ.
So a top guy like Merz loses to a move like that against someone like Fingers, who's already dominant.
It leaves that whole question about Merce's solo potential still wide open, doesn't it? It wasn't like Fingers just crushed him cleanly, but a win's a win.
Right. And for Merz, the sources definitely paint this as a setback for him proving he can go it alone.
Okay, so shifting gears. From one kind of test to someone who really grabbed an opportunity, the ladies' gauntlet match.
Mad Moxie won the whole thing, got the future title shot. But honestly, the narrative coming out of the sources, it's all about someone else.
Mishi, yeah. Her performance was, pretty incredible, according to the reports we looked at.
Incredible's right. She didn't just compete, she eliminated 3 people back-to-back. Lady Strange, Sweet Death, and Queen Era.
That's a serious run in one match against established names.
Exactly. And the commentary, across the board, they were saying Mishi stole the show, even though she didn't win the final fall.
There was a lot of talk, too, about her new attitude, the new look, speculating that maybe that's what's behind this dominant streak.
It feels like the sources want us to see this as more than just a good night, maybe a real turning point for her.
Yeah, definitely seems that way. Victoria Ventura also apparently looked good earlier on, but Mishi's run, eliminating multiple people, getting all that buzz.
Yeah.
That's the big takeaway. She's one to watch now.
For sure. Okay, speaking of setting things up, let's talk about something completely weird. The Mystery Question Marks tournament.
Ah, yes. We had 2 5-way table matches to qualify for, whatever that is.
And the winners, punching their tickets, were Naugahyde and T-Right.
So they joined Fitz and DUI, who are already in. But here's the kicker.
Nobody knows anything. The sources are super clear on this. The commentators, the analysts, nobody knows the rules, the format, the prize, nothing.
It feels really deliberate, doesn't it? Like the mystery is the point.
Yeah, it's not just missing info, it's a black box. Are these random qualifiers? Is there some hidden logic?
Who knows? But Naugahyde, T-Right, Fitz, DUI, they're walking into the complete unknown. And that mystery itself is a major talking point from the sources.
That unpredictability seems to be spilling over into the faction scene, too. The Dreadnoks got a big boost.
Oh, yeah. Demolisher. The sources describe him as, like, huge, a monster, big, thick. Sounds like he's going to be a major problem.
We saw that right away with Buzzo Butcher.
Yeah.
Their first match ended controversially, that countout.
Right. Buzzo barely made it back, but then the rematch, Demolisher apparently dominated, got the clean win.
So he makes an immediate impact, beating someone tough like Buzzo. And then, during the setup for that rematch, we finally found out who the royal family's 4th man is.
Kevin Hall, identity confirmed.
So now the lines are drawn. The sources explicitly say this is setting up a big confrontation. Dreadnoks versus the royal family, like a Survivor Series style thing down the road.
Yeah, Demolisher and Kevin Hall joining really solidifies those teams for a big faction war.
Okay, while that's brewing, the tag team title picture got clearer. #1 contenders match.
Yeah.
HRS versus Team 420.
That's primetime P&J Omega against Team 420. Elimination match, high stakes, sources mention managers at ringside, maybe some chaos, weapons used. Sounds like no DQs were really enforced.
Yeah, it sounded pretty wild. But despite all that, the HRS got the win.
They did. So now PTP and J Omega, the HRS, they get the next shot at the tag team champions.
The sources kept calling the Helicopter Boys.
Fingers again and Bad Attitude.
So that match is set for the pre-review show. HRS versus Fingers and Bad Attitude. A more traditional team versus the Helicopter Boys.
Should be interesting. A real style clash there.
Definitely. Okay, let's pivot to a singles match that seemed straightforward, but wasn't. Holden Rhodes versus Mr. Patterson.
Right, and on paper, Holden looked great. Sources said he was pretty dominant, hit his finisher, the bicycle kick, got the clean win.
Looked like a solid victory for Holden. Celebrating,
Yeah.
and then bam.
Killjoy.
Yeah.
Out of absolutely nowhere, terrifying arrival, and he just destroys both guys, Holden and Patterson.
Yeah. What was that about? The sources really lean into the mystery there. Killjoy's motives.
Totally unknown.
He's presented as this really menacing figure. And like Fingers, he's getting that rookie or standout of the year buzz, too.
Attacking two guys with no obvious connection. Is it random? Targeted? Nobody knows.
Makes him incredibly unpredictable and, frankly, pretty terrifying, according to the reports. Definitely someone to keep a close eye on.
Absolutely. Now, maybe the most anticipated match, the Iron Man match. Angelo King versus Frenchie for the crown and the title shot.
And this was decisive. Angelo King won big, 5 falls to 1. The sources really emphasize the history here, right? Angelo feeling embarrassed by Frenchie way back in their first match. This was painted as total revenge.
Dominant revenge, yeah. He wins the crown, wins the title shot. Seems like the perfect ending for him.
But then, the moment everyone was talking about, Angelo King takes the crown.
And just launches it into the crowd.
Unbelievable.
Hmm.
What was the reasoning there?
The sources say he basically declared he doesn't need a crown to be a king because he was born one. He just wanted the title shot.
Yeah.
And he specifically didn't want Frenchie to have the crown anymore. It was like rejecting the symbol, taking the real prize, and maybe a bit of spite.
Wow. Huge statement. Rejecting the symbol, taking the opportunity, sticking it to his rival.
Yeah.
That's memorable.
Definitely the defining image of the night, based on the reports.
Okay, finally the main event. Ladder match. Me and the Boys title. The Block, the champion, against DMP.
Hard fought, as you'd expect. Ladders involved. Title hanging high.
And in the end,
The Block retains. He keeps the championship belt. But there was a catch. The finish wasn't clean.
not entirely. The sources point to a crucial moment. Lady Strange showed up. Caused a distraction.
Pulled DMP's attention away just long enough.
Exactly. Gave the Block that window he needed to climb the ladder and grab the belt. A bit controversial, maybe, but it got the job done. So interference plays a key role again. And with the win, the Block keeps the title.
And confirms his spot in the Elimination Chamber match. That's a big consequence.
Okay, so let's recap the big takeaways from the source material. Merz Frazier loses a tough, controversial one to Fingers, leaving his solo prospects in question.
Mishi absolutely explodes in the gauntlet, stealing the show, even though Mad Moxie won the title shot.
Naugahyde and T-Right punch their tickets to that totally mysterious tournament. No clue what that's about.
Faction lines get clearer. Demolisher joins the Dreadnoks as a monster. Kevin Hall is revealed for the royal family, setting up a big clash.
The HRS overcome Team 420 to challenge the Helicopter Boys for the tag titles.
Killjoy makes a terrifying statement attacking both Holden Rhodes and Mr. Patterson after their match. Motives unknown.
Angelo King dominates Frenchie, wins the Iron Man match, gets the title shot, and then makes a massive statement by throwing the crown into the crowd.
And the Block retains the Me and the Boys title against DMP in the ladder match, thanks to a key distraction from Lady Strange, securing his spot in the chamber.
So hopefully this deep dive gives you that fast, comprehensive understanding of all the major moves and setups heading into the next big show.
Yeah, distilling all that action down to the essential intelligence you need.
And just leave you with something to think about. That Angelo King moment, throwing away the crown. He said he just wanted the title shot and to deny Frenchie. In a world so focused on status, on symbols like crowns, what does that act really say? Is genuine power just about the tangible reward, the opportunity? Or is it more about an inherent sense of self, maybe even fueled by denying your rivals?
Power versus symbols versus spite. It's a fascinating question about what truly matters in their world. Something to definitely chew on.